everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial for the Helsmiths of Hashut. Yes, we are back with the Anointed Sentinels. Yes, here they are. This is the new Cavalry option. There's one of two options. You've got these or the Bull Centaurs, but I've built these because I think they're, well, I really like these ones. I think they're really cool. So, massive thank you goes to Games Workshop who sent me this one to build up and paint with all of you, and that is exactly what we are going to do today. So, we're going to jump in and we're going to start. Now, they've been primed in Grey Seer, and the colour we're going to be using first is Black Legion, and we're going to be applying this over top of the entirety of the Anointed Sentinels lower half. This is a sort of centaur body bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to avoid the leather and the hooves, but otherwise we're going to apply this over top of all the flesh and the tail, just like this. So with all of that Black Legion applied, we're then going to take some Cygor Brown. We're going to apply this over top of the hooves and over the top of the leather. With that all done, we're then going to take some Sigvald Burgundy. We're going to apply this over the top of all of the cloth. So with all that Sigvald Burgundy applied, we're then going to take a roughly 2 parts Agrax Earthshade to 1 part Lahmian Medium mix. I'm going to apply this over top of all the skin. So with that all done, we're then going to take some Soulblight Grey. We're going to apply this over top of the cummerbund. So with that all done, we're then going to take 2 colours, Skeleton Horde and Wyldwood, and we're going to apply these over top of the grip of the weapons. So we're going to start with Skeleton Horde, like so. Get this all over each section, because they are split at the middle. There we go. And then, towards the middle, we take a little bit of Wyldwood, apply this, like so. Then we wash the brush, grab a little Skeleton Horde, and we use that to just move the colour around and soften any transition that we might have. Like so. So with that all done, our next colour is going to be some thinned down Castellax Bronze. And we're going to apply this over top of all of the plate armour on the horse. So with that all done, we're then going to take a roughly 4 parts Cygor Brown to 2 parts Lahmian Medium mix. And we're going to apply this over the top of all the Castellax Bronze. With that all done, I'm then going to take some thinned down Leadbelcher. I'm going to apply this over the top of the scale mail, the sort of wrist bracelets, and over the top of the blade. And so with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour. We're going to apply this over top of all of our remaining details. So with that all done, it's time to add some shades. And we're going to start by taking some Druchii Violet. And we're going to apply this over the top of all of our burgundy areas. So with that all done, we're then going to take some Targor Rageshade. We're going to apply this over top of the scale mail and the bracelets. With that all done, we're then going to take some Nuln Oil. I'm going to apply this over top of the blade. So with that all done, we're now going to take some Guilliman Flesh. I'm going to use this to shade all the gold. With those shades all applied, our Anointed Sentinels are now what I would call a Warhipster battle ready. It's looking pretty good. However, we're not going to leave it there. Of course not. No, we're going to take it to the next level. And we're going to do this by adding some highlights. Now, the first of these is going to be some thinned down Dawnstone. And we're going to use this to highlight the Black Horse. So with that all done, we need to sort of patch up that sort of large saddle blanket. It's not really a blanket, but you see what I mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some Screamer Pink. And we're going to thin it down just a little bit more than we would normally. I'm going to use this to just smooth out the flat areas of the burgundy. So with that Screamer Pink glaze applied, what we're then going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Emperor's Children. I'm going to use this to now highlight all of our burgundy areas. So with that all done, our next colour is going to be some thinned down Corax White. I'm going to use this to highlight the cummerbund. So with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Pallid Witch Flesh. I'm going to use this to highlight the skin. So with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Runelord Brass. And we're going to use this to highlight all of our darker armour. Just like that sort of thing. However, the other thing we're going to do with the Runelord Brass is we're going to use this to relayer the horns up here. So with that Runelord Brass all applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Canoptek Alloy. I'm going to use this to highlight the horns. With that Canoptek Alloy applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour. And just over the helmet, what we're going to do is we're going to use this to smooth out and return some really nice shine to the flat parts of all that gold. And with that Retributor Armour all applied, we are then going to take some thinned down Liberator Gold. I'm going to use this to highlight all of the gold. So with all those gold highlights applied, we're now going to take some thinned down Ironbreaker. I'm going to use this to highlight all the silver. And with the metallics all highlighted, we now take two colours, Blood Angels Red and Terradon Turquoise. And we apply these over the shiny bits. So, the Blood Angels Red we're going to apply over the top of the eyeballs. Like that sort of thing. And the Terradon Turquoise we're going to apply over the top of any gems. And so with that all done, we're going to take some Tesseract Glow. I'm going to apply this inside the sort of runey bit on the weapon. So with that all done, there's one more thing we can do, which is to add the little tattoo on their chests, which is in lieu of a beard. And, well, the colour we're going to be using for that is some Black Legion. Now, there is some really cool designs here on the box art, but what we're going to do is we're just going to start one off on here by just drawing some lines with the Black Legion coming down the middle of the chest. Like so. Coming past onto the belly a little bit. And then drawing a little diamond at the end, like that sort of thing. And so with their bases now complete in the same style as the rest of my Helsmiths of Hashut, our Anointed Sentinels are now finished. And, well, like with most things with the Helsmiths of Hashut, once you boil them down to their constituent parts, they might look very impressive, but they're actually pretty simple to paint. You know, very, very, very easy scheme really, at the end of the day, and it's kind of what you want from a brand new faction with very little references. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done, scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.